hair up or down. Because I don't know if you've got my good side, but you've got every side. Most of them are bad, but they're not. You've been to my hotel?
Yeah, we met in your hotel.
Did you?
Yeah.
Wow.
And actually,
someone from Pangbourne has been to my hotel and not notified me. It's disgraceful. 40 next week. What are you doing?
Are you throwing a party at your place?
What, for someone
For
someone from Pangbourne?
Yes.
No, I just told you what happens. They get banned.
You like her. You're pretending like
That's
you
because
like
I'm here.
Please follow and subscribe.
Tulum has a negative trending action right now.
I'm aware, which is the whole inspiration for how we started this podcast.
The media attacks on these places, Tulum in particular, at the moment is wild. I mean, the big one for me was, the cartel boss, the Michon, whatever his name was, that was killed a few weeks back, and I think we had 2 shops burnt out and a couple of cars burnt out. No one killed.
Yeah,
it was world news, right?
Yeah. Correct.
Tulum was on world news.
I was getting things sent to me, and I was like, nah.
That same day, there was a mass shooting in Orlando, close to Disneyland, and you could not even find it in the press.
Same thing on that same day. Also, 12 people were killed in Austin, Texas on that same day. And we said this. Within 24 hours, there was a whole campaign, don't go to Mexico, it's dangerous. Yeah. Every single day, there is a shooting, at least, where 1 or 2 people are shot. And at no time is there the kind of, don't go to Austin, it's not safe. Don't go to Texas, it's not safe. It is, if you have your eyes open, it's super obvious to see what's happening. But unfortunately, half the people are asleep and will believe that headline.
We get it daily. We get it daily. Yeah. Imagine the questions we get when people want to book.
Is it safe?
Is it safe? Stupid thing. Am I going to get mugged at night? Can I go out at night? What security protocols does the hotel have? Sometimes some quite in-depth questions. Like,
I believe you.
Like you're going into a war zone.
Yeah.
And and we answer them. Well, we've got kind of a protocol now to answer these questions, and then when people arrive, they don't feel safe as well. Because they come out of Cancun Airport or Tulum Airport. Not if they're Cancun, they're being hustled. Lots of people. There's a lot going on. They get in a taxi because they haven't organised any transportation, or they didn't want to pay the actual transportation properly, and they get in a taxi and they get hustled by the taxi driver. If they've rented a car, they've been pulled over by the police and hustled, and then they get there and you say, "Oh, it's definitely safe here." Yeah. I couldn't imagine living anywhere else now. And for safety, I feel way safer walking around here than I do in any city in the world.
Yeah. Same.
And when I say any city, I haven't been to a city, especially recently, where I think, Tulum's not safer. I took great pleasure last year in sending Mexico putting a travel warning on London. Did you see that?
No.
Yeah. I loved it. I sent it to everyone in the UK. Yeah, Mexico did. They put a travel warning on London for safety of being robbed, and it was.
But that's
true.
I
don't know.
That's actually
I've
true.
got the stat completely wrong, but it was something like every 5 seconds a mobile phone gets stolen. It was around that. It was stupid.
Yeah.
It was.
But you do get robbed in London. I've seen loads of people have the scooters go past them and have their phones taken.
I left just in time, I think, because I've not seen any of this.
You haven't?
No, I don't often go back either. So I try not to. I always say to people, why would I come back to London? I've got a hotel. You can stay for free if you want. It doesn't make sense for me to go back. So I go back if there's a special occasion like a funeral or a wedding.
Pick a really happy one there.
I was just trying to think what my last one was, to be honest, and it was sadly it was a funeral, but it was So that's when I head back. But other than that, I'm here. I'm Mexican now.
Good for you.
I'm gonna run for president.
Samuel Christopher Gordon is here today.
I really want to make sure that these get some camera time.
Sure.
And
all right, welcome to episode 19 of Talking to Tulum. We are joined by Sam, the founder of Khan, rugby enthusiast, family man, and the man who is bridging the gap, the divide in Tulum. Welcome.
Thank you.
God, you're good.
Yeah, it was very
God,
good.
I missed you.
Fuck yeah.
Now that's an intro.
All these other fucking guest hosts. I was here fucking first, and I'll be here last. Anyway, back to you, Sam.
I actually really hope that was the actual intro. Every part of that.
Best intro you could have.
Brilliant. I've done a lot of podcasts, and that is my favourite intro ever.
I think so too.
Yeah. So in fact, cut the show. I'm done.
That was the best intro we've had in 6 weeks.
So keep that one, including all the blooper parts afterwards.
Yeah, keep it all in.
Totally. No, welcome.
Thank you.
Thank you, Sam. And I can say,
pleasure to be here. Clearly,
you are the very first person that went on the whiteboard to be our guest.
Yeah,
that
Really?
is a fact.
Yeah.
We did meet in your place.
Yeah.
We did a week or two after meeting in your spot decide maybe we should do a podcast.
That makes me feel important.
And Con has definitely been always circling in our little world.
Yeah.
You were a little standoffish.
I am. It's good to be on here, and it's super interesting that you're from Pangbourne for sure. But yeah, I heard good things, and I watched it, and I thought this is a show that I'd like to be on. I get offered to be on a lot now, which is kind of nice, but this one I wanted to be on, so it took me a while to warm to it.
That's
yeah,
okay.
we appreciate. Do you know what we kind of called it though, didn't we? Because we were
did.
like, I said, do you know what? He's going to watch and he's going to see. Let me see if this is a hit or a flop, or if I like it or no. Yeah. And I was like, and obviously we're fucking incredible. So
If we don't say so ourselves.
he'll get in touch.
Let's transition.
Okay.
May we?
Yes, go for it.
So same question that we ask everyone. How did you come to Tulum?
Okay, that's a good question. I arrived in Tulum. I had no intention to be over this side of the world. So Mum grew up in Tasmania, in Australia. And I travelled backwards and forwards over that side of the world, Thailand, and that went from England that way. And then I was in a relationship with a French girl. I was engaged to be married, and she loved it over here. So we came on holiday a few times, and I had a friend who was I was sharing a house with in London. Her name was Sophia. She was living in Tulum, but we were sharing a house in London, and she moved to Tulum, and she was on my girlfriend's case. You need to come out. Sam needs to invest. Honestly, this place is booming. And I was like, all right, let's give it a go. Let's go and have a go at Tulum. And I came out, and she was meant to be coming. I set up business, and 3 months later, she decided she didn't want to come after us arguing. And so I kind of found myself out here on my own, and without my dog. That was my main loss, as I lost my French bulldog. Bean. She kept him. And then, I then bought the land and went from there, really.
So you came to Tulum on a bit of a let's go.
Yeah.
Then you must have immediately liked it.
I mean, I was in love with Tulum. It was a great place. It's a great place to be a single man. Back then, it was a great place to get over a relationship. Let's just say, yeah, and it was fun. I partying, but I got really into the. I went down a plant medicine journey, the holistical therapies, all of that. I really went down that path. Yeah. I mean, if you had seen me 5-6 years ago, I was the Tulum caricature.
The AI generated.
I was feathers out the ears, and the big crystals.
6 necklaces with your tigers on.
I went all in, and I loved
Indian
it.
arrows.
And I have no regrets. I really loved that time in my life. I learned a lot about myself. I really feel like I did connect with nature and understand nature a lot more. And I feel like I opened my eyes to things. That's something that's really important. I think especially living in cities and stuff, we're just, tunnel vision in a way, and your peripheral opens here. And I even just walking around, I find myself like, oh, there's a bird.
Totally.
Yeah.
Where I wasn't like that before. I'd missed so much.
You're more present.
Yeah, you're
Much
just more present
present.
and just finding the time and the space just to look around.
Yeah.
And everyone can do it in a second, but they don't. We're just so programmed to be. I need to go there, like ants, like robots.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And even if you're not present, a Tabano will land on you, and you better get present.
We know about that too.
Tulum, as we've said a million times, has a way of waking you up if you're not paying attention, which is another characteristic of this place I really like.
So talking about waking up, was there ever a moment where you questioned everything? The people, the project, pressure, considered
moments.
walking away.
I've been through some tough times in business. Let's just say I've had partners, and without getting into details, personality clashes. Things don't always go to plan. Financial things that we didn't agree on that didn't. Well, we'll leave it at that. But that's business side. Yes, of course. Sometimes I'm like, fuck. It's hard to do business in Mexico. It's hard. There's a lot of loopholes. There's a lot of people playing on the edge of the law. Let's just say, and for a foreigner, it does become the Wild West, you know. So I've been through it, come out the other side and feel good about things on the other side. But yes, several times felt like walking away. I moved out of Tulum for a little bit, but I moved up to Portaventuras, and it was nice. Portaventura, my daughter was born there. I moved to Cancun for a little bit, didn't like that, didn't like Cancun, and then came back to Tulum. So kind of tried it in different because I was like, Tulum, I needed to get out, I needed a little break,
a little breather.
I think we all do.
Yeah. And then when I came back, it's like, wow, now I feel like I'm really present in Tulum again. But yeah, there's been occasions, let's just say, yeah.
So what made you stay?
Yeah.
This is the hippie side coming out, but Tulum's a vortex.
Yeah.
And if I really believe if you're doing the right thing by the people, the community, the place, and what you're doing for Tulum, and I do so much community stuff. I think it wants to keep me. Really, I've got this thing where the land, I just feel at home here. I feel like it's got me. Even to the extent my wife wants to travel, or she wants, we could go here and go there. I've got no desire to go anywhere anymore. I'm like, why? I've got a better beach there. I can go to the cenotes. I've got a better beach there. I can. I like the food. I can. Why don't I want to go over to Jamaica? I can sit in an all-inclusive hotel on the same beach. You know, I've got no desire for that anymore. And I used to travel a lot. Yeah. So I'm that comfortable, and I love this place that much that I don't want to go anywhere else, which is interesting. Not even back to the UK. Well, that's not really a thing to guide us by. Not now.
Can't really compare the two, huh?
Yeah.
Are you having fun?
I'm having a lot of fun. I'm really enjoying this podcast. One of my favourites I've done.
Good.
Yeah.
All right. So it was mentioned in your intro, which I did so well, that you're bridging the divide in Tulum.
Am I?
Yeah.
I'm trying.
Can you tell us more about it?
One of the biggest things that I struggled with when I arrived is the white man coming in and the brown people working for them. And it's so present and accepted and apparent here. It's in your face, but we still kind of goes over our heads. I mean, I've got all sorts of every race working for me in Cannes. But when I was doing the construction, everyone was Mayan, right? And I had this feeling that I was the white guy. I bought the land, and I really struggled. Although yes, I went down this whole thing of not minimum wage when it comes to the lower paid jobs. We did fair wage. I created this circular economy thing within Cannes, which we've got now, so we don't pay anyone the minimum wage or anything. We feed the staff. We do an awful lot of things, which is just basic stuff that we should do for humanity. That's why we don't advertise it or ever talk about that side of things. So then it went on from there, and I started to just work in the community and do stuff, and I was trying to give back what I could. And to schools, I've worked in the orphanage. We've got kids from the orphanage that are now even working at Cannes now, doing stuff like that. And then the rugby club came along, and the rugby club was something which was a big hit for me. It was a bit of a smack in the face because, how can I put it? But when you go to something like a rugby club, which is traditionally in the UK, it's a rich person sport. It's a posh boy sport, right? And the club was struggling because people can't afford to pay their subs, and their subs are 600 pesos, $30, and they can't afford. They weren't paying, so the club was not turning them away because the club still wanted to continue. They just had over 50% of the players that couldn't pay, and it was like, wow, that's. So then I thought, well, this is not really a club; it's a community effort. This is something where they're just all kind of supporting each other. So I thought, well, how can we turn this into something where we're giving back as a club, and then I can gain sponsorship off of the back of it. So I created this whole cycle where if you can't afford to play, you have to give us hours, and you go to the orphanage, or you go and do a community.
Wonderful.
So then the rugby club's recognised for going into these different areas, social impact through sport. And so we started the social impact through sport, then sent that out to a few people, and I gained sponsorship, but this then started to cover the fees. So this kind of cycle has started, and it's not big yet, but that's where the bridging the gap has kind of come from. I guess I wrote that, or someone wrote that when I was started this whole thing, because I was really, really obsessed with how we can make that happen.
Yeah.
This has come up on this podcast. It's a really difficult conversation in that what is our responsibility as someone who came to this place and we want to make it our home versus the government's responsibility, right? So the Mexican government says, yes, you can come, Sam. Yes, Fiona, Stacy, you can come. But then it does aggravate the people that live in these spaces and places. So we're dealing with what our government says yes, and then we live in these spaces and places and maybe have guilt or feel like, oh, I don't want to use these resources because it's the white man coming in using the brown man. But at the same time, that is the system. And so, I only say question the systems, not only ourselves, because I don't want to feel bad for coming into a system that does not necessarily...
It's an amazing topic.
Stop me from doing it.
It's an amazing topic, and it's one that we'd never cover in just like an hour. But
of course not.
It is a governmental issue. It has been normalized, and when something becomes normalized, it's like, oh no, that's normal. That's just what it is in Mexico. People don't get paid as much. This is just how it is. Oh, from America, we've got more money, so we have the right to do this. From England, we've got the same. It's just this normalized that Mexico is a poor country, and we come from Western society, so we're it's not better, but we have more resources.
More resources, exactly.
And it's not true anymore. The reality is that's gone. Mm-hmm. I always say to people, we've been calling Mexico a developing country forever. When does developing? When does developing?
Has anyone been to Mexico City?
Yeah. When does a developing country become the developed?
That's a good question.
In fact, that's one for your girlfriend, the ChatGTP, because I don't know the answer to that. And but when you have the richest city in Mexico, you have the richest city in Latin America. Mexicans are number 2 owners of private jets in the world. If you want to talk super
this is not a poor country.
Number two owners of private jets in the world. Second to the US, third are Brazil, fourth are China. Yeah, so just that in perspective, just the private jets.
There's so many caveats that make this not a third world country.
I just love that stat because that is, to me, that's kind of like the ultimate sort of...
Yeah, who do you think those planes think those planes belong to?
Yeah, well, there's an interesting thing that actually happened to me when I went along the real sustainable route in the construction, because we'll get onto that in a second, because I'd like to talk about that, because I really went down the rabbit hole because of the plant medicine, because of the connecting with nature, on trying to protect the land the best I could in construction. Because at one point, after I'd already bought the land, I was trying to sell the land. Yeah, because I was like, I can't do this. This is deforestation. This is disgraceful. I was on the plant medicine journey. My business mind wasn't there in any way or form. I just wanted out. And then everyone who was trying to buy the land was a developer. Clearly, what are you going to do? I'm going to build apartments. So then I had this responsibility in my head that this land was connected to me, and it was a bit of a journey in itself. But when I started, I was the first developer, and I think still the only, that transplanted all the trees. There was over 80 trees transplanted, and it is a task to get it out of the limestone ground. It's not a case of just...
I believe that.
Yeah, it's a serious months and months of work moving trees when you could have cut them down in 2 days, but I felt that was my responsibility to do that. But then I thought, well, business sense, well, I should market this to show that I'm doing the right thing, and business sense, and to show people that you can do it.
Yeah.
It is possible. And I thought, this is a good thing. I got absolutely destroyed on social media when I had a tree on a crane moving it to be transplanted. Gringo, go back. You're here destroying our Mayan jungle, whatever it was. It was all and I was like, shit, I really thought I was doing the right thing here, And I was just trying to do everything I could and still got slated.
Exactly. Some people are going to think you're amazing. Some people are going to think you're a piece of shit. Some people, you're always going to have people that give you opinions. I heard this phrase the other day, and it said, opinions are like orgasms. Mine's the most important, and I don't really care if you have one.
Oh, really? I've heard opinions are like assholes. Everyone has one.
There you go.
But I agree. I mean, and also I've told her, half the people that are complaining to you or me are bots. And they are actually there on social media to create the shitstorm. So back to what we were talking about earlier about these different places that they're attacking and there's campaigns against them. I think it's purposeful guerrilla marketing. Yeah. None of it's usually true. And if you look at the accounts that are ripping you, they're not real accounts. I would tell you 85% of the accounts are not real.
We get it. And the Google reviews is the one that's a lot of... I just think the reviewing system that's out there now is so unfair. TripAdvisor,
Yelp is worse.
TripAdvisor, Yelp, Google, it's unfair.
It's totally unfair because you can't fight your case when someone
tears
your head off.
We do, because our reviews are good. Across the board, we always do give a good service, and we're a good hotel. The hotel's the food's fantastic. I mean, we really, really do work hard to give a good service, but there's always people that aren't happy, and sometimes you do get a bad review, and other times you get people like that did happen a couple of years ago. Some fellow Brits, because it was high season, and they booked for 2 weeks and thought it was an all-inclusive hotel. Because it's not an all-inclusive hotel. We don't know. In fact, they didn't even book breakfast, but they just assumed it was all included. And I offered them their money back. I said, all of everything. And they were so angry that it wasn't. And I was like, well, I'm not just going to give you a free holiday. Did
you look up a place?
So it was this kind of debate going on the whole time. And day 9, they started complaining about absolutely everything. Day 9, I said, I'll give you a full refund. Just go. Just go.
Please fuck off.
Day 10, give you a full refund. Just go. And then day 12, they were arguing amongst themselves. Terrible. Day 14, I just give you a refund, go. They were leaving after 15 days. And then there's, no, we're staying. And then 15, we'll have the refund now. And I said, at that point, I was pissed. I was like, fuck off, go on.
I thought you were going to say, like, we'd like to stay 7 more days.
We'd like to complain for 7 more days.
They completed their whole trip and then said that they wanted a refund. I was like, no, I'm not doing that. Yeah, that's ridiculous. Anyway, they then go away angry. And you can see just typical Brits. They're in their pub on a Sunday afternoon. all their friends. I got like 20 bad reviews in the space of about 15 minutes. Because on Google. And it's like, that is so detrimental to our business.
It's not fair.
Because it's page after page of bad reviews.
Yeah.
So that it cost us thousands and thousands, because it took about a month to come down. And when you have that happen, so they really affected us. And it's... so the system is so unfair, and Google are so slow to respond to get it down. It's like, we had one recently which was reviewed the restaurant but didn't try the food. It was my favourite one I've ever had. It was like say something like, the restaurant, I can eat cheaper elsewhere, so I didn't eat in the restaurant, but guess it's terrible.
Wow. It's the people are going to be people. People are going to be weird and say dumb shit and have nothing better their time. It's these places that we have no place to go and submit your problem to. Same thing as the government.
We get sent to a machine.
There's no human interaction.
We get sent to a machine. We can't explain the situation. You explain the situation. AI is dealing with that side, but it's not dealing with it on the front end. It's just, it sucks, but it's part and parcel of the business I'm in. But
one of the nice things about Tulum is there's a human. And that is one thing about Tulum. I can say, while we are all living in a very highly industrialized technological world, it doesn't quite feel that way here, so that we do avoid some of those conversations I was having on the weekly in America. I was having to have.
I don't think I've spoken to a call center in
Me neither.
In years.
Me neither.
Years.
Amazing, isn't it?
Me neither.
Isn't it great? Yeah,
It's wonderful.
Yeah.
I'd rather stand in line in
at
the
least
sun.
once a month in the UK. There was some call
Same.
center I'd have to call.
Same.
Whether it's a TV provider, whether it's a
Cable,
So it was something. It was always someone I'd have to be dealing with.
Yeah.
Tell me, where does your drive come from?
Where does
and who do you do all this for?
Where did my drive? My drive started very self-driven. I guess it's because I came from a very humble background, and my dad's a very hard worker. Not a very good businessman, but a very hard worker, and very good at what he did, but just never really made any money. But it kind of inspired me to work a bit harder and give my kids what I didn't have growing up. I do it for my kids. I always joke and said that I won't be alive to really reap the benefits of everything. I'll be working my whole life, but they're probably going to be the people that I didn't like on Tulum Beach years ago.
That karmic wheel coming around.
Complaining that their life's a mess, and they don't have to go to work, they don't have to do anything. Oh, my life's a mess. I've got to go and find myself in Tulum. Those types. But yeah, giving them the opportunity to be those types. Hopefully, they won't be.
Will they work?
Yeah. Yeah. My daughter's she's 5, and I swear she's the boss already of Cannes. It's hilarious.
Yeah.
And they're driving along the other day, and she said, "Daddy, we must go to Cannes." I said, "Why?" She said, "I need to check on the people." Okay. Yeah. So
new general manager.
She goes. Yeah. No. She turns up. They have a her watermelon juice ready for her. She's living it, so she loves it. But but they will.
So it's gonna be your son that's the one that'll be on the beach.
He's gonna be the bum.
Surprise! Surprise!
Probably getting himself a drug problem like his
Mexican dude on the beach.
Just collecting them.
Yeah, no, that's the reasons. I mean, I think it's the cliche reason why we all do it, but I think the other reason is we do it because we've got there, and then we do it again because we want to get somewhere else. It's just a natural. It's a natural reoccurrence. It's not like I have an overall goal or a target to say that's it. And when enough's enough is when I'm tired, I guess, and that's when maybe you can take over now.
Would you want to raise your children anywhere else but Tulum?
No, that's
straight out.
Well, I've not found anywhere else.
Yeah,
I've not found anywhere else where I feel so comfortable. I mean, the only concern, I was always concerned about schools because I'm British, and then I realised that schools now, obviously saying because I'm British, but because in England school is always a big focus, and now I'm so anti the curricula right now because it's like by the time they actually finish school, do we even know what jobs are going to be out there? Do we know what
your
are they?
Your daughter's going to learn by being the people manager for the next 10 years and con.
What are they really studying for right now? Because we don't even know ourselves.
Yeah, I agree.
So it's more so just make them nice people. I want my kids to just be really, really nice, good people with good hearts, and that if they're that, I've done my job.
That's not true. You want your son to be a rugby player.
Yeah, that's it. Isn't that what nice people are?
A really nice, good rugby player.
I really want him to be a rugby
aren't all
player.
rugby
But if
players
he's a
nice
good
people?
person.
I just thought that goes hand in hand together. That's
right. A rugby player and a good person.
No. That if you're a rugby player, you are a good person.
All encompassing.
Okay. I was not aware of that direct correlation.
It is a direct correlation.
All right. You ready for some rapid fire?
Go on, fire away. Do I have to answer really quickly? Is that how it works?
That's right. Exactly.
Yeah,
rapid fire.
Perfect.
Best juice in Tulum.
You didn't even hear it.
Okay, great. Next one.
There's none.
Best juice.
Yeah.
I'm not that fast at this. I've got to think. Matcha Mama. Yeah.
Okay. Best spot for yoga.
Cannes.
Favorite neighborhood.
Ooh. La Valletta School.
Okay. One thing Tulum needs more of.
Charitable people.
Okay.
Yeah.
And one thing Tulum needs less of.
Non-charitable people.
Okay. Best way to connect with the real Tulum community.
Through the Tulum clubs, things like Run Club. There's lots of clubs.
Fight Club, Rugby Club,
just
Yoga Club.
The clubs. That's more expat, admittedly. But there is just get out and about. Get to places like Palma Central.
Yep.
Get there on a Tuesday night. There's many places you can go, but just look a little bit deeper.
Best place to get work done.
My office. Cannes. No, Cannes. It will be great. We do a lot of co-working stuff there now. With Tulum co-working, but we're air conditioning one side of the restaurant this week. I think the door's going on the 22nd, so we'll have a big big air conditioned space for the summer because it's
downstairs.
Upstairs.
The upstairs.
I've worked from Cannes before. It was a good little spot.
Yeah, it's nice.
A little
You've spent several days there. I was going to say, I
don't know if you know that I'm in renovation right now. I showed you and told you about it the other day, but over the cenote, I've just built all these new bars and everything has its own plug socket with the USBs and USB-Cs.
Cool,
and I'm really making an effort for the co-working-y sort of style.
The hangout.
Because
you have a great space to hang out.
The new concept is actually so well. That's literally which is social wellness. Yeah. Okay. So we're really pushing along social wellness where you can go and do your class. You could be able to go to the gym. We're building a spa. So it's going to be a spa in the basement of the yoga shala, and that's being built.
Basically moving to Cannes.
No kidding.
We're going to have the largest, I think, deepest pool in the Quintana Roo because it's going to be a free diving pool. Yeah, so Cannes will be the best place for hanging out. Far away with more questions because that wasn't really rapid.
We only have one left.
Go on.
Best tacos in town.
Ooh, it was Pepe's. It was Pepe's. Depends if it's street tacos or fancy tacos.
How about street?
Pepe's. Yeah.
How about fancy?
Fancy's, it's the Jose Luis place in Aldeazama. What's it called? It's a new place just opened. It's by the guy who owns Mestiza and Arca. It's, yeah.
I can tell you where the best smoothie is. It's in Aldeazama.
Where's that?
Alegria.
Really?
Best smoothie is according to me.
Yeah, because I like the Nutty Monkey at Matcha Mama. I had it this morning.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Any questions you'd like us to ask you?
No. I'm happy with how this went. It was fun. It was easy. It didn't feel like I was on camera. So
perfect.
That's the goal.
You're not. We didn't switch them on. We just thought we'd waste your time for a bit.
This is Talking to Tulum. Thank you. Thank you. That was good.
No, man, that was
fun.
I really enjoyed
really
it. Yeah. Yeah. It's and commend you both for what you're doing. It's very cool.